Karnataka. And now we are going to have conversation with such a personality who has not only defeated cancer but has set example for many. Swagatika Acharya, who has defeated cancer gracefully and set example for thousands, and now she is moving cities after cities and spreading awareness about the disease. So without further delay, let's have a conversation with her. So Swagatika, welcome to Argus English.
Thank you.
So my first question is, when someone hears about cancer, it's a deadly disease and it also gives nightmares to people. So when you first saw your report, and back then you were 19 years old, so how did you respond to it?
When I heard that I was going through cancer, or when I saw the reports that okay, it is cancer, I was pretty normal because since my childhood I have been a person who have been very positive towards life, and I always thought that whatever the problem may be, there is some solution to it. And when I got the report that it is cancer, I thought that now we are in such a place where cancer is curable, and we'll go for the treatment and I'll be completely fine. Nowhere I had lost hope, or nowhere I had questioned myself that why it was me, why it was cancer. Rather, I had put up all that spirits inside me that no, I have to now fight the battle with cancer, and I should win over cancer. Cancer shouldn't win over me.
So we say that we get our moral support from our parents.
Yes.
There are lots of cases I have been through that when a person gets affected, when they do what, they just hide the reports. They don't let their families know because they think that this kind of things will break the moral of our family and all everything, which is usual. So how do you see this kind of situation, and what would be your reaction to this?
When I was detected with cancer, I was the first person to open the reports and see it was cancer. Without giving a second thought, I went to my parents and I had shared that, see, I got cancer. So they were all in trauma that am I going through a bad phase and telling that, or actually I've accepted the disease. But when I said them and they saw that courage inside me, they could cope up that strength inside them to stand with me in this journey, or the battle against cancer. But when I went to hospital and saw people that people don't have that courage to accept that they have been through cancer. People feel that cancer means the end of life. Life is not ahead running, and people had all that negative thoughts inside. And that day I decided that I'll be a cancer survivor. That will not be important, but I have to work. I have to be that change where people will say that no, cancer is curable. If Swagatika has fought out cancer, we'll also fought out.
So basically, I think you have all seen, I have also seen that when the person is diagnosed with cancer, mostly celebrities, they go out, they go abroad for treatment. But in a middle class family, when they hear the term cancer, then they feel like it is the end of the line. Now we won't be able to afford this treatment and all. So if someone is not financially sound, so what they had to do with this? How will they address this situation?
See, when I was detected with cancer, we went to Tata Memorial first because we even had that thought that there is no possible treatment in Odisha. But when we went to Tata, doctors over there said that no, there is treatment available in Odisha, you go back to Odisha. Add upon to this is that when we have that courage inside us that I'll fight out cancer, I feel that money will not be a matter over there. And there are n number of NGOs who are working in Odisha, especially in Cuttack, Bhubaneswar and other parts of the cities, who are working to support the cancer fighters to get free treatment, avail free checkups, guide them throughout their journey. So money is not a matter right now because there are many facilities where a person can go to government or private hospital and can avail completely free of cost treatment. Completely free, I'll add. Not a single penny will be used from their hands.
Like you have said that courage is also a main element to fight cancer. So what a person should do if he or she finds out his report has come positive for cancer, diagnosed with cancer? So is it how he should approach this situation? He should be courageous about it, or he should find a proper treatment?
Courageous and proper treatment lies side by side, because first thing I'll say acceptance. If I would have not accepted the disease, I would have not gathered up the courage to fight against it. So whenever the reports is coming cancer, come on, now we are going on a road, I met with an accident and I can die suddenly. So death is something we don't know. We don't know where our future is going to be. But thinking about the future, if we stop living in the present, I feel we are the fools standing on the middle of the road. So let that be cancer or any other disease, it is completely curable. And every problem has a solution. So to bring that courage inside us, we have to accept the fact that okay, some problem has come and we have to find out the solution. While finding out the solution, we will get that solution, that we will go somewhere, we'll get the treatment. And there are many NGOs who work for cancer care in Odisha. So if we can take their support, if we can, if we feel confused, even I always say that anyone who feel that you are having confusion about cancer, anyone who feel that you don't know where to take treatment or anything, please connect me. I'm available in all social medias, and anyone who connects me also, I will be very proud and happy to help them. So courage and the treatment process or the guidance process runs side by side. Without courage, you cannot have your treatment, and to have your treatment, you need all the courage inside yourself.
Now, one more question I would like to ask. There are certain youths, I will definitely say, they're inspired by social media. Once they start showing some symptoms of illness, what they do is they go to social media and everything, they surf. They surf to social media and they will find the coughing is a symptom of cancer and these are symptoms of cancer and as such. And they then get panicked. And what would you advise them?
See, I'll say something that social media is helpful, but
Yeah.
not practically 100%. There are something which is not also truth in the social media. So, whatever facts it may be, first of all, we need to get confirmed from a person who is an expert in it. And a proper expert is a doctor or a person who has gone through a proper education or a proper experience of that. So, only serving social media, getting panic attacks is a something which I'll not appreciate. Rather, I'll say that if you have any such symptoms or if you find any such symptoms which is true coming out when you surf through social media, please go to a doctor. Please get confirmed that you are right or wrong.
Yeah. And one more thing, days after your treatment, I've seen that you went for adventure sports. I've seen you have done scuba diving and everything. And because there is a thing in scuba diving, they ask you your report, like you have any kind of disease you're suffering from, or you have that asthma or anything like that. But you had done it anyway after your treatment. So was that done to send a positive message out there?
Since my journey with cancer, I was a person who has never thought that I have been through cancer. I had
Okay.
always thought that, okay, it is only a disease. Someday or other, I'll get out of this. And I have always believed that whatever the cause may be, I should enjoy my life to the fullest, because I don't know where I'm going to die. So, after like 1 year of my treatment, only we went to Bangkok, where I got the opportunity at Pattaya to go for a scuba diving. So, I loved adventures, and when I was asked that any reports, I had said that I have been through cancer, and they were also very worried. Especially my parents were not allowing me to go for that. But I believe that if I don't do it right now, I'll not get that opportunity to do it later. And when you want to see a change, you have to be that change. I always want to see a change where people take cancer just as a normal disease. That is where I thought that no, I have to do it right now. And believe me, I believed upon myself and God. I did it, and successfully I came out going like deep in the sea.
How deep you went into the sea?
I don't remember exactly what was the like, but it was very deep inside the
But
sea.
I saw your scuba suit, and I think it could have been much more deeper because the suit usually.
Yeah, it
they
was
don't
very
have.
deeper, and even we were very close to the corals. We were very close to the wildlife creatures like fish and everything. And one other thing I had, not only scuba diving. Recently, only we had went for a trekking on last year on Cancer Survivors Day. Even that was a message done to show people, because people feel when cancer or any other disease happens to you, your life stops. You you get weak, you have to be just behave like sitting at home, feeling yourself very bad that why this happened. But I was a person who want to show the world that cancer is just a part of life. It is not your entire life. So I have done all that activities which I felt doing like, and nowhere I'll say that cancer has stopped me. Rather, I'll say that cancer has given me that courage that no, I can do it. And I've done everything. And I feel that each one of them who have been through cancer or any other disease and are completely fine right now sitting at home can go for it, because you only need a courage, I'll say. You only need a positivity. That the most important thing is you need to believe upon yourself that yes, I can do all those things that I dream of.
So basically, how cancer changed your life?
Cancer changed my life, I'll say, because before cancer, I was a very impatient person. Patience is something that was not inside me. But one thing I'll say, I was very positive. Right now, the amount of positivity I had, maybe it was little less, but I was positive. When I went through cancer, I realized many things, that there is a very big care gap in Odisha talking about cancer. People here don't accept cancer. People here don't accept cancer fighters. People show them sympathy, and people feel that if somebody is going through cancer, if you touch them, then again you are going
Do
to
you
have cancer.
think, yeah, I would like to give you a follow-up question. Do you think cancer is a taboo in our society?
Definitely a big yes, I'll say cancer is a taboo in the society. But I'm glad that now I find many of the organizations coming ahead for this, many of the cancer fighters coming ahead for this. So that is where I thought that no, I have to do a lot to create this change. And here I'll put a request that being a cancer survivor is not important. But more than that, when cancer survivors come to the front line, start working bravely, start spreading this message bravely, there will be a place or there will be a scenario where cancer is no more a taboo. And I'll say that while my like working experience here in Odisha, we have faced situations where a girl is thrown away from their in-laws' house just because she got detected with cancer. A father is thrown by the son just because the father got detected with cancer. So I feel that a disease shouldn't define your love, a disease shouldn't define all these things. So these are all taboos that Odisha or few part of Odisha is facing right now. But apart from that, I'll say another thing, that there are NGOs, there are social working organizations who are very actively coming ahead to close that care gap, because recently we celebrated World Cancer Day and the theme was close the care gap. So now somewhere else in that together, most of them are coming ahead to close this care gap in the field of cancer care.
So there are a lot of remote areas and cut-off areas are there, and people over there have no idea about technologies, and immutable roads are not also available. So in those cases, if someone is getting diagnosed with cancer, okay, so how do you see, if you have foundation, you have a trust opened up recently, not recently, you have
3 years.
3 years ago, Awaken Cancer Trust, and how do you see, how can you move forward with this cause, that can you help them out there?
Yes, during COVID, I'll say there were cases which came from far places like Kalahandi, from Bargarh, from Baleshwar, which are very, very, very far away from Cuttack. And when I got such cases, first of all, I was very panicked that how we are going to bring them to Cuttack, because disease will not wait for anyone, and your treatment shouldn't stop or shouldn't take a have a break. So what I did was I started putting up in the social media that there are fighters who need help, there are people who need help, and I need somebody who can help me out in carrying them or providing financial assistance or something like that. I'm glad that there were many people who came together and started standing with me to support for all this cause. And today we stand at a place where we are very happy saying that we have fighters from entire Odisha and people from extremely rural area connect us to have their treatment done. And I'll not say that I'm the only one, but there are NGOs who are coming ahead together with us to solve these cases, bring those fighters back to Cuttack or Bhubaneswar, and make their treatment possible. Cancer is a disease where financially already they are dried up. Coming from Kalahandi, coming from Bargarh, coming from Baleshwar adds another financial overburden over them for traveling. And we as a social organization, every time we are even, sometimes we feel that we are even incapable to provide some financial assistance to them. So if this point gets a solution, I feel that people in Odisha will have a good treatment. And apart from that, if we get some good hospitals in the interior areas, if we get some cancer hospitals, proper cancer hospitals with cancer doctors, so people will not face that big issues, because because a person who is going through a radiation therapy and has got weak and he comes for checkup, that time the body is not that much accepting to travel, and everyone is not financially sound to come by car or come by flight or something like that. Apart from that, another thing is a cancer fighter or going through treatment can get serious anytime. So if he faces any issues, we get a call in the midnight that the fighter is having such kind of issue and he is very far away. So we cannot call him to Cuttack immediately. And sometimes we have also seen cases where the person coming in the road has lost his life. So I feel if some kind of hospitals or something is which the government is working right now comes up very fast, I feel all these problems will have a solution, and definitely cancer will not no more be a taboo in Odisha.
So you are a dancer.
Yes.
You have passion for dancing. So did your passion was interrupted by this disease?
Passion was not interrupted, I'll say. Somewhere I took a break due to my treatment, but that passion only kept me motivated that I have to return back, I have to dance again. So I'll not say that passion was interrupted. Passion is still going right now, and I'm ready to dance anytime.
Definitely, definitely. So what would your message to the patients?
My message to the cancer fighters will be that cancer is just a sea and cancer is just a disease. So, taking it as a taboo, thinking that cancer is the end of life and nothing is available after that is a wrong decision, because I always believed life is a roller coaster ride. You go up, you have to come down. So happiness and sadness are a part of that roller coaster ride. If you are going through any disease like cancer or any other disease, it is just for a period of time. If you take a proper treatment, be in the checkup and visit a proper doctor, then I feel that the disease will be cured. And after getting cured, don't sit at home. Come ahead and be an inspiration, be a person to others, where people or other cancer fighters will see you and get their inspiration that yes, if he or she has been through cancer and fought it out bravely, we will be able to fight that. And with that, one most important thing is you have to believe in yourself, you have to stay positive, and you have to think that whatever comes on my way, I am bigger than that. And that is where you get all the solutions to all these problems.
So definitely, with the same thought, we really hope that you move forward with your cause and reach to many people, those who are suffering, and lend them the helping hand that you have put them forward for help. So with this, we are having a talk with Swagatika, and we have seen how with her sheer passion and willpower, she had defeated cancer. With camera person Anjan, I am Manoj Kumar Jana, Argus News.